Good morning, Strava mates. Good morning, Sabina. This is the day one of the organised GB Ultras training run across the Beacons Way 100 route. We are starting at checkpoint 5. We finally have some sky and maybe some views. So let's go for a hike. This is the climb out of the Waterfalls car park at checkpoint 5. This time with the view, we can see to the top. And that's where we've come from. Half a mile in and well, half a mile up from the car park. First climb almost done. Just look at the views. So after the top of the climb, we run around the ridge, and here we make a route decision, and as we know, Sabina, we turn left. So we've come across, just not going around the ridge, but coming around this loop here, and this is the view on a clear day. Down from the top here, we need to make a small route decision, and rather than following the path all down, we need to fork off to the right to head up towards Fanny Big. So make a little right turn here. We won't bore you with the details of the climb up Penny Van, other than to say it's a workout. So hopefully the view will still be there at the top when we get there. We'll report back in a few minutes. Going to do some work now.
No water.
Top of Penny Van. Penny Fan, short descent and back up, Corndy.
Are you logging for your friend?
I am.
That's a really good idea.
This is for Sabina, so she can sit on a treadmill at home.
Yeah.
And imagine she's up here.
Yeah.
The first part of the descent from Corndy is rather sketchy. Bit of a clamber. Sabina, I might let you go over the top and I'll take the path down the side. Once we're down here, we rejoin the lower route, which comes along here to the left, and what we've got to do before we head up onto the next ridge is we're going to do a right turn and down the motorway to Story Arms on our next checkpoint. We're about 5.4 miles in, by the way, so, and we've been going about 2.5 hours. So down off the top, a right turn and a long downhill. I'll see you at the bottom. Nice job, mate. So 6.97 miles, just about 7 miles after we leave the Waterfalls car park. Over the top, we're down at the Story Arms car park, having done the long descent from Penny Fan behind me. We've stopped for an ice cream and just having a regroup onto the next section. We haven't done this bit before, so this is all going to be new. So we're going to let's do some navigation. Looking forward to the next bit. So we just crossed the road here, and this little car park here with Story Arms Burgers, which will probably be closed when we come through. This little path kind of follows a ridge. It's narrow, it's quite well defined, not really runnable. We're 2 miles up from the Story Arms. We've been following this path reasonably well defined around this ridge. I'm here with the lovely Alice and Charlene, who are ambassadors. They're brilliant, they're putting up with me. Ahead of us is a fence and a wall, so I think this is our hint to turn left and start to make our turn around the ridge. Not much navigation needed so far, Sabina. I think we're okay. Just keep following the grass. Okay, we've got to do some navigation here. Luckily, Alice and Charlene were doing some. This path.
Is spot on to the
Yeah, and so we're doing a left turn. We're not following the fence. We have to turn in. 9.54 miles since we left Waterfalls car park. We make a left turn. We're likely to be in the dark in this bit, and the path is not very distinct. There's a tiny little stone cairn just here, the tiniest thing ever, but we look out for it. I think I've upset Alice.
No.
Alice keeps pointing out things that, though factually correct and probably interesting, don't fill you with joy and wonder.
How much elevation you have.
Yes.
How many miles you have left.
Yes. I think I'm overly trusting of the ambassadors here, though they seem to know what they're doing.
What a wise fellow you are.
Yeah, finally a bit of gentle downhill. It's almost runnable.
I know. I mean, don't push it, just jogging's fine.
Welcome back. Note to self, note to Sabina. We've been following this trail all the way around this ridge and up here. We make a left turn at 10.95 miles, wherever that is. It's on the GPX, we're just following the GPX. Trail's not at all clearly marked up here, but they're just about followable. Anyway, we've done the left turn on the map, and we're generally heading in that direction now. So let's get back on it. That's the update. 12.4 miles done. Nearly 5 hours. This is not a fast section of the route, but it's absolutely beautiful up here. .7 miles. There's a cairn out to the left, and the routing is a little confusing, but if we stay on this path we will rejoin that path. So I think we're just going to follow the GPX track and continue down. Just back up is the cairn, and we've rediscovered the path, which is quite clear now. We're going down that way towards those trees. I think that's the next car park. Right, let's jog on down. Last mile or so navigation's been rather tricky. If you follow the GPX route, you don't go far, but you do wander off the visible path, and then you we either plod on and get down there anyway, or we retrace our route and go sideways until we find it. But yeah, we've made it down.
That last bit was a bit nav tricky.
14 miles. And a little bit of easy road. Alice is about to tell us there's another 900 feet of elevation.
About 900.
See, she does this to you.
850.
Just when you feel like you're feeling good about life again, she reminds you that life's about to take a turn. So, mile 14.3. Alice, Charlene and Chris
Sounds like you're talking to me.
come down off the moors, which was an interesting navigational exercise. But luckily the ambassadors had it all figured out.
We did.
And now we're doing a little road section.
We're here, aren't we?
Yes, we're still here. Yes. So after we came through the car park, we're now up onto the San Helen old Roman road, and it's well, it's just rather like this really, just gravel track, harmless but boring. But if you just want to get some miles done, get some done. down the end of the road, 15.9 miles through the gate, and 16.4 miles, first style of the day. Ambassador Alice spotted a cheeky left turn. We were making our way up here and would have cheerfully carried on all the way towards North Wales, but there's a left turn here, no signage, or not much of a signage. Follow the GPS route and you can't go wrong, and if you haven't got a GPS route, follow Alice. $80 miles in, and a few posts with yellow tops beginning to emerge, so a little bit of marking now. The trail's fairly clearly defined here. Well, that's where we come from. Straight across this wall. Hello again. So we go to Penwick Caving Club, and we carried on down, and we go down the road a little way, then dialed off, and we're still on the Beacons Way. We are now just heading downhill through this rather sketchy little path. It's a little kissing gate, and it's easy to miss, mile 22.25. And a sign here. When you're going across the field, we're heading down to the main road, which we'll cross shortly, and then I'm going to stop for the day. But for now, we cross the field.